kind of take a step back and just kick it with you guys and be really raw. Lately, I've been thinking about the things to be carrying, the things that we do not talk about, right? This is your space to let things come to surface without fear of judgment. We're told to isolate, to hold in, to contain out of safety, but your healing is going to cost you to be uncomfortable as you grow and be stretched to a different person that you want to be, right? So just kind of honoring that. Sometimes what's heavy in our hearts isn't like a major crisis. Sometimes it's disappointment. Sometimes it's grief. Sometimes it's feeling stuck. Sometimes it's the pressure of just being what everybody else wants you to be. So I wanted to just kind of pose these questions for you. I just want to kick it with you and talk about life and just kind of let things out. This is our safe space I'm trying to cultivate. Man, woman, whatever you identify yourself as, believer, non-believer. I want to connect heart to heart. So I'm trying to just build a community of like-minded individuals that's just like me, that's want to is serious about growing, right? I want to ask you guys, what is heavy on your heart lately? And you don't have to share if you're not comfortable, but I love for you to drop a word or phrase in the comments. I'm just trying to cultivate what I needed in my time of healing. What's going on? What's going on in your world? How can I help you? How can I support you? Likes or dislikes, challenges, barriers? How can I support space for you? How can I see you? How can I validate you? How can I also challenge you? What are things that you lose and sleep over? Right? Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. And not just that, I can also want to say the reason I'm doing this is not because I look for ways to grow and challenge myself, which is definitely somewhat I do, but I'm being called out of a season of isolation. God is reminding me that I'm not going through this journey by myself. So, in order for me to be able to show consecutive growth, I'm going to have to build a community around me that's going through the same thing, that's able to set boundaries, to fact check people around them who have access to them, take a step back to do inventory of people, places, and things. Just kind of overall find ways to honor what I'm called to be versus turning back around and looking at past. So my job is to really sit here to provide space for you guys in terms of what's going on in your world. How can I support you? How can I help you? I think as long as those lines. All right, so I'm giving you a few more minutes before I start talking. I want to make sure everybody's comfortable. Just kind of get a vibe of my personality. I'm a follower of Christ. I've been consistent in my walk for the past few years. I love God and He loves me. He is legit my best friend. And I'm just trying to help people grow and heal in the process. I desire for me to pass a baton on to somebody else in their own healing journey. Just taking a step back and realize that if God created Himself in community, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, how do you think you're going to thrive by yourself, my love? Like, make that make sense, like legit. It don't make sense. So just kind of honoring the impact that God has on us and how can we continue to grow and evolve when in the moments of being stretched and uncomfortable. How can you find community, people that get you, that validate you, but also challenge you? And it's hard healing by yourself. I know I can't be the only one out here healing. Okay. Some people you have to close off. Some people you have to set boundaries. Some people you have to remind them of your worth, but not let them have access to you to taint you. Right? Your goal is to impact them, but not let them impact you. Okay. Right. So just kind of take a step back and just sitting with the gravity of that is very mindful for you to remember who you are, what you represent, and just continue to grow and evolve. So just kind of honoring that. One thing I've learned is carrying something for too long and processing it and not processing it is going to cause more harm than help. Right. Because once we go through life and traumas and how trauma packs up on each other, you have to realize that you are not handling it, my love. You're surviving it. So just kind of honoring the fact that I'm streaming off of two platforms, so just be aware that I'm still connected with y'all like this. You have to be mindful of what you're exposing yourself to, and being survival mode is not a flex. At some point, sometime you're going to crash. So how can you lay your burdens down? How can you sit with what's been going on? How can you understand how you complicit to your own dysfunction, but how can you get out of it? Right? You gotta be real with yourself in the story you're telling yourself. Right? And sometimes healing looks like telling the truth when it really hurts. You can't walk around smiling while someone is stabbing you. Make that make sense. That's not a good look, right? So it's kind of sitting with the gravity of that. How you allow people to bring dysfunction into your world. How you letting people play you like that? How you letting people look down on you like that? How you letting people silence you what you want? How are you limiting you from being you? That don't even make sense, right? So this is your space to let things go. What's going on in your heart? How can I help you? How can I talk to you? How can I see you? How can I validate you? Just let me know how can I show up for your world right now. In any way, shape, or form. You got me for about 5 more minutes. I'm going to jump off. Just let me know anything specific that you want to talk about in terms of, I get that. Thank you for sharing that with me. So I see nothing really heavy, but just confirmation that you're regulating yourself somehow, right? Um, I can only imagine that you're validating your experience. You're talking kind to yourself. You showing more approval versus disapproval. Have you awarded yourself for thinking highly of you? Or do you see yourself just kind of going with the flow? It's very important for you to sit with your inner dialogue and the discussion you have with yourself. And a better question, my love, to ask yourself, if someone heard you speak about yourself, would you be ashamed of it? And why you learn to beat yourself up? That don't make sense at all. Make that make sense. How have you learned to become your own abuser? That's not it, right? So just overall having a mindset, my love, is being what you need. Don't let no one stop you from being who you were called to be. Challenge yourself. Impact versus infect. What are we doing? Right? What are we doing? You cannot become that person that's being you what? Your emotional abuser. You can't give yourself your own black eyes. We cannot. All right. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining me. Feel free to drop in the chat where you guys are from. Any questions, anything that's on your mind that you just kind of want to let out. This is your safe space, so just let it go. Drop it. I'll pray for you if you need. I'll give you some wisdom, drop some gems on you. I've been in social work field for about 25 years, from therapy, counseling, just overall helping people heal. So I'm sure I've heard of it if you experience it. Be more than happy to just connect with you to kind of see how can I help you grow and evolve. So feel free to drop it in the chat. I look forward to connecting with you all. Thank you for joining. I'm so happy to see you guys. Just stop by for a second. Good. Okay. I understand.